Grandomando. Grandomando. Conclude to Pression ET return who controls Amphiobato Paradirato Parabero chat 1d10 5d10 3d10 8d 2d 2d10 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 9 Teled op S-Vato 4d10 Teled configure S-Dude 9 8d10 4d10 2d10 1d10 1d10 2 1d10 2d10 2d10 1d10 2d10 2 1d10 1 3d 3d10 2d10 1d 2d10 3d10 2d10 2d 1d 2d10 7d10 2 2d10 8d10 2d10 2d10 1d10 2 1d10 1 2 8d 1 2 2d 3 3d10 2d10 2d10 8 2d10 2d10 7d 1d10 9 8d10 9d10 2d10 1d10 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 8d10 1d10 2 1d10 1d10 2d 2 1d10 3d10 1d10 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 2d10 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 9d10 1d10 1d10 2d10 2d 2 4 3d 1d10 3d10 2d10 2d10 5d10 1d10 1d10 1 2d10 1 9d10 during the completely Pression ET return to control Amphiobato Paradirato Parabero chat 1 1d10 2d10 1d10 3d10 2d10 completely Pression ET return to control Amphiobato Paradirato Parabero chat during completely Pression ET return to control Amphiobato Paradirato Parabero chat 2d10 2d10 2 2d10 1d10 6d10 1 9d 2d 4d10 7 2d10 5 2d10 1d10 2d 2d10 1d10 1d10 2 2 2d 1 completely Pression ET return to control Amphiobato Paradirato Parabero chat 2d10 2d10 3d 3d10 2d10 3d10 8D, 7D10, 1D, 2D10, 3D10, 1D10, 2D10, 2D10, 1D10, 1, 7D10, 7D, 82, 1, 7D, 2D10, 10D, 341, 1, 2, 1, 2, 200, 200, 3, 200, 2, 2, 7, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2D10, 2D10, 1D10, 2D 300, 40, 30, 2, 92, 200, 200, 1D10, 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 8D10, 8D, 1, 1, 1, 20, 9, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 8, 8, 7D, 3D10, 5D10, 8, 1D10, 2D, 1D10, 2D, 2D10, 4D, 2D10, 2D10, 10, 1, 200, 260, 92, 2, 160 D, 294, 1, 100, 2D10, 2D, 8D10, 9D, 8, 1D10, 3D, 2, 2D, 1D10, 2, 5, 7D10, 7D, 6D10, 6D10, 5, 1D10, 2D10, 1D10, 2D10, 1D10, 2D10, 9D2, 10D, 3D, 5, 9, 6, 1D10, 8, 2D, 2, 3D10, 1D10, 2D10, 1D10, 5, 1D10, 2D10, 1D, 2, 1, 3, 3D10, 5D10, 8, 6D10, 3, 4D10, 8, 6D10, 2D, 2D10, 1D10, 1, 2, 3D10, 2D10, 8, 1D10, 9, 9D10, 8, 9, 6D10, 1D10, 3D10, 1D10, 2D10, 1D10, 2D10, 2D10, 4D10, 1, 3, 2D, 3D10, 2D, 2D, 3D, 5, 6D10, 5D10, 9, 9D10, 2D10, 2D, 2D10, 3, 2D, 1, 2D10, 1D10, 2D10, 7D10, 1D, 2D, 2D10, 3d10, 2d10, 2d, 2d, 5d10, 1d, 9d, 7d10, 1d, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 9, 1d10, 3, 1d, 7d10, 4d10, 2d, 2d10, 1d10, 2, 1d10, 3, 2d10, 9, 5d, 4d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 1, 2d, 2d10, 2d10, 1d, 2, 2d10, 9d10, 7d10, 7d10, 8d10, 8d, 8d, 8d10, 8d10, 8d, 8d10, 3, 8, 2d10, 2d10, 4, 1d, 1d, 2, 2d10, 3, 5d10, 2, 3d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 6d, 1d10, 1d, 1, 1d10, 2, 2d10, 8, 4, 3d10, 2d, 1, 1d10, 9, 6, 2, 2d10, 2d10, 1, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2, 8d, 8d, 8d10, 8, 8, 8, 7, 4d, 1, 1, 2d10, 2, 1d, 2, 3, 3d, 3, 6d10, 5, 5d10, 5d, 5d10, 5, 5d, 4d10, 5d, 2d, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 4d, 4d10, 4, 4d10, 2d10, 6d, 2d, 7d, 6d10, 9d10, 6d10, 6d, 6, 9d, 9, 7d, 3d, 4d, 1, 1d10, 1, 7, 7, 2, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d, 1, 2, 1, 2d10, 1, 2d10, 2d10, 1, 1d10, 2d10, 1d, 3d10, 1, 2, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 4d10, 2d, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1, 1, 2d10, 1, 1, 2d10, 1d, 2d10, 2d, 1d10, 1d10, 2d, 2d, 3d10, 7d10, 5d, 5d10, 2d10, 3d10, 3d, 4d10, 5d, 6d10, 7, 4, 3, 2d10, 1, 9d, 9, Gia 2, Gia 286, 12, Gia ativado, Gia ativado, Gia 2, ativado, Gia 40, 8, 1, 80, 90, 212, 1, 1, 90, 10, 9, 2d10, 2d, 2, 1, 1d, 2d, 2d, 1d10, 1, 2, 2d10, 2d, 3d10, 1d10, 9d10, 2, 9d, 6, 1d10, 2d10, 4, 2d10, 3d, 4d10, 1d10, 8d10, 1d10, 2d, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 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 6d10, 2, 1d10, 6d10, 1, 9d10, 1d10, 4d10, 2d10, 2d10, 2d, 2, 1d10, 5, 2d10, 3d10, 6d10, 1d10, 1d, 8, 6d10, 1d10, 2d, 1d10, 3d10, 2, 2, 3d10, 1d, 2, 1, 2d10, 1, 2d, 2d, 1d10, 6d10, 4d, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 9d10, 2, 8d10, 6d, 5d, 2d, 2d10, 3d10, 4d10, 9d10, 1d, 1, 2d10, 1, 2, 1, 2d10, 1d, 7d10, 2d, 1d10, 2, 1d10, 2, 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2, 1d, 8, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 2d10, 2d, 1d10, 1d, 2d10, 1d10, 5d10, 5d, 8d10, 2d, 2d, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 7d, 6d10, 1d10, 6d10, 1d10, 3d, 3d10, 3, 1d, 1d10, 2d10, 2d, 3, 3d10, 3d, 1, 1d10, 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 1, 2d10, 8d10, 5d10, 4d10, 4d, 4d10, 3d10, 2d, 1d, 2d10, 1d, 1, 9d, 9d, 8, 8, 8d10, 4d10, 3d10, 3, 3d10, 8d10, 5, 4, 2d10, 9d, 6d10, 6, 6d, 5, 5, 5d10, 6, 3d10, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2d, 1, 2, 1, 2d10, 9, 100, 8, 80, 20, 30, 100, 100, 2d10, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1d, 7d, 8d10, 7d10, 7d10, 6d10, 5d10, 1d, 8d, 6d10, 5d10, 4d10, 2d, 3d, 9d10, 5d, 6d10, 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 5d, 5d10, 4d, 3d, 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 1d, 1d, 9d, 6, 1d10, 8d10, 7d, 6d, 7, 8d, 7d10, 7d10, 1d10, 2d10, 5d, 4d10, 3d10, 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 2d10, 3d10, 3d10, 2, 1d10, 5, 4d10, 3d10, 2d10, 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 1d10, 2d, 1d10, 1d, 2d, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 3, 2d, 1d10, 2d, 3d10, 2d10, 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 1d10, 2d10, 1d, 4, 2d, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d, 7d10, 7d10, 8d10, 2d, 1d10, 6d, 9d10, 4d10, 2d10, 4d10, 4, 8d, 2d10, 5, 2d, 1d10, 3d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 9, 8d10, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 1d, 6, 1d, 2d10, 4d10, 2, 2d, 6, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 1, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 5, 9d10, 8d10, 2, 1d10, 1d10, 2, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 1, 8d10, 1d10, 2d10, 9d, 140, 1, 200, 200, 200, 300, 200, 2d10, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 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 1d10, 8d, 3d10, 4d, 4d10, 4d10, 5d10, 6d, 4, 3d10, 2d10, 3d10, 2d10, 3d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1, 2d, 8, 8d, 6d10, 5d10, 9d, 1d, 3d10, 2d10, 2d10, 9d, 200, 8, 50, 1, 1, 1, 270, 2d, 294. Guia 4D, ativado. Guia 6D, 206 desativado. One hundred, one hundred, one hundred nine, 171 D 206, 2d10, 9d 206, Guia 4d 200, ativado. Ativado, ativado, 54, 60, 60, 101 D2, 1, 6, 1, 98, 100, 1, 2d10, 1d10, 2d, 1d10, 2, 1d, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1, 2d, 3d10, 8d10, 8d10, 6d10, 7, 6, 5d10, 4d10, 9d10, 2d10, 3, 4d, 5d10, 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 4d10, 3d10, 2d10, 2, 3d10, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 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 1, 2d10, 3d10, 2, 2d10, 2d10, 8d, 5d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 1, 1, 2d10, 2d10, 1, 1d10, 2, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1, 9d10, 7d, 8, 9d, 8d, 8d, 8, 8d10, 7d10, 7d10, 1, 2d10, 2, 3d10, 3, 3, 2d10, 3d, 3d, 3d10, 2d10, 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 2d, 1d, 9, 2d10, 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4d, 2d, 1, 9d, 9, 2d, 1d, 9, 1, 1d10, 9D, 9, 8D, 7D, 6, 6D10, 5D10, 3D, 3D10, 1D10, 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 1D, 1D, 3D10, 2D10, 2, 3D10, 7, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1D10, 1, 2D10, 1D10, 2D10, 2D, 2, 2D10, 1, 2, 1D, 1, 1D10, 1D10, 2D10, 2D10, 1D10, 1D, 1D10, 1D10, 6D, 3, 1D10, 1D10, 1, 2, 1D, 1, 2D10, 2D, 2D10, 2D10, 1, 2D10, 9, 5, 1, 2, 1D10, 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 2D10, 2D, 7, 5D, 2D10, 2D10, 6, 1D, 2D10, 1D10, 9D10, 2D10, 9, 2D10, 6, 6D10, 4, 3D10, 3D10, 8D1 hot, Gia 4D1 hot, Gia 5D1, 9, 32D1, 1, 100, 1, 1, 1D10, 2D10, 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 6D, 9D10, 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 Gia 6, Gia 4D 140 there, Gia 5, Gia 3D 104, 5, 115D1, 118D 104, 7D10, 5D10, 2D10, 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 7D10, 9, 14D, 4, 6, 8, 131, 3D10, 9, 11, 16, Gia 5D, Gia 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 5D, 4D10, 6D, 7D, 5D10, 1D10, 1D10, 3D10, 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 2D10, 1D10, 4D10, 5D10, 4D10, 2D10, 5D10, 5D10, 6, 8D10, 1, 2D, 2D, 2, 2D10, 2D10, 2, 2, 1, 1D10, 1, 5, 4D10, 4D, 3D10, 2D, 2D10, 2D, 1, 2D, 2D, 2D10, 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 1, 1D10, 1D10, 1, 1D10, 8, 8D10, 7D, 9D10, 2D, 1, 1D10, 9, 9D10, 3D10, 3D10, 2D10, 2, 2D10, 1D, 1D10, 1D10, 2D10, 2, 1, 2D10, 2, 8D10, 5D10, 7D10, Gia 2D200, Gia 2D294 days sativa, Gia 6D294 days sativa, 84D294, 85D294, 86D294, 87D294, 20, 58, 6, 207, 280, 1D10, 8D, 7, 6D10, 5D10, 2D10, 1D10, 9D, 9D, 9D10, 9D, 9D10, 9D, 4D, 4D10, 3D, 2D10, 2D10, 1D10, 1D10, 2D10, 1D10, 1D10, 3D10, 1D, 8, 1, 1D10, 1D10, 3D, 6, 1, 2D10, 2D10, 1D10, 5D10, 9, 1, 6, 6D, 6, 6, 6, 6D10, 9, 8, Gia, ativado, Gia 4100, Gia 5, ativado, Gia, ativado, ativado, Gia 5, ativado, Gia 3, Gia 4, Gia 4D294, 8, 8, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1D10, 2D, 5D10, 2, 1D10, 2, 2D10, 5D10, 9D10, 8D10, 6D10, 5D10, 6, 6, 5, 4D, 2D10, 1D10, 4D, 2D, 2D, 1D10, 6D10, 6, 6D, 5D10, 8D10, 2D, 3D, 1D, 9D10, 3D10, 2, 1D10, 9, 8D, 8D10, 9D, 9D, 8, 7, 5D10, 2D10, 9D10, 6D10, 5D10, 1, 2D10, 2D10, 4D10, 5, 5D10, 4D10, 3D10, 2D, 2D, 2, 3D, 4D, 3d10, 1d10, 9d10, 4d10, 2d10, 7d10, 5d10, 2d, 9d 294, 270d 200, 3d 294, ativado, 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 1, 200, 200, 90, 206, 1, 200, 200, 2d10, 2d10, 3d, 2d10, 2d10, 3d10, 9d, 1, 3d, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 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 1, 2d, 1, 1d, 3d10, 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 8d10, 4d10, 2, 6d10, 4d, 9d10, 9d10, 4d10, 1d10, 1d, 2d10, 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 2d, 1d, 1, 2d, 1d10, 1d10, 8d10, 1, 2d10, 1d10, 9d, 170, 1, 145d 206, 6d 206d, ativado, 4, ativado, 12, 1d10, 1d, 3d10, 2, 1d10, 2, 7, 8d10, 1d, 2d10, 3d, 7, 2d10, 1, 7, 6, 4d10, 4d10, 2, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 2d, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1, 2d10, 1d, 2d10, 2d10, 1d, 2d10, 4d, 8, 5, 6, 2d, 2d, 1d10, 1, 1, 2d10, 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 1d10, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 2d10, 8d10, 3d10, 2d, 1d, 2d, 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 1, 2d, 6, 2d, 2, 2, 2, 2 2D 1 1D10 2D 2D 1 4D10 2D 1D 1 2D 2D10 1D10 2D10 7D10 2D 2D10 1 2D10 1 2D 8D10 4 1 2D10 3D 3D10 5D10 5D10 1D10 6D10 1D10 1 1 2D10 2D10 1D 1D10 1 1 1D 2D10 4 1D 2D10 2D 2D10 9 270D 294 7 1D 1D10 1 1 2D10 2 2D 2 2D10 2D 2D 2D10 2D10 2D 1D10 9D10 8 8D10 8D10 6D10 4D10 3 3D 2 1D10 5D10, 4D10, 5D10, 1D10, 9D10, 9D10, 4D10, 4D10, 5D10, 3D10, 9D, 1D, 2D, 3D10, 1, 2, 1, 1D, 2D, 2D10, 2D10, 2D, 3, 2D, 1D, 9D10, 6, 8D10, 6D, 5D10, 9D, 4D10, 1D10, 6, 2D10, 1D, 7D10, 2, 2D, 2D, 1D10, 2D10, 2D, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2D, 1D10, 1D10, 2D, levanter.com about 1D2, 2D, 1, 1, 8, 9D10, 9D, 9D10, 2D, 2D10, 1, 1D10, 1D10, 1, 2D10, Tele-D pause, Tele-D configure studio, 1, 1D10, 1, 2, 1D10, 5D10, 4D10, Renacer Vato 1D, 2D, 2D10, 2D10, 3D10, 2D10, 1D10, 1D, 1D, 2D10, 1, 2, 2D, 1D10, 1D10, 2D10, 2D10. Complete. Fashion ET return to control SMT Obato para direct to para chat. 1D10, 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 2d, 1d10, 4d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, completely, passionately return to control SMC Obato para director para Bureau chat, 1d10, 2d, 2, 1d, 2, 3d10, 4d10, 2d10, 5d10, 1, 3d10, 1d10, 2d, 1d, 2d10, 8d10, 6d10, 3d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 5d10, 3, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 2d10, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2d10, 2, 2, 2, 2d, 1, 9, 6, 4, 5d10, 3d10, 2d10, 5d, 1d, 1, 1, 9, 8d10, 1, 1d10, 1d10, 6, 2d, 1d10, 1d, 1, 1d, 1, 2d, 2d, 2d10, 1d, 6d, 1d10, 2d10, 2, 4d10, 1, gato foi morto e porzaglin, 2d, 1d, 9d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2, 1d10, 3d10, 2d10, 7d10, 7d10, 2d10, 2d10, 5, 2d, 2, 1d10, 1, 2d10, 7d10, 7d10, gato foi morto e porzaglin, 8d10, 8d10, 6d10, 6d10, 6d, 5d10, 5d, 5d10, 5d10, 2, 9d10, 1, 2d10, 8d, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 2d10, 3d10, 2d10, 1d, 1, 1d10, 1d, 40, 70, 108, 20, 25, 20, 40, 41, 40, 41, 140, 41, 70, 1, 1, 1d10, 8d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, during the completely passionately return to control SMC Obato para director para Bureau chat, 1d, 2, 3d10, 6d10, 1d10, 2d, 3, 2d10, 3d10, 5d10, 9d10, 1d10, 1d10, 8 8d10. 9d10. 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 7, 2, 1d, 1d10. 3d10. 2d, 1, 2, 1d10. 2d10. Conclude you. Bring answer bottle 1d, 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 9d10. 2d10. 2, 1, 1d10, 1d10. 2d10, 1, 1d10. 2d10. During conclude you. Version ET return to control empty or bottle para direct to para road chat. 1d, 3, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10. 1, 2d10. 1d10. 1d10. 4d10. 2d10. 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 1, 2d, 2d10. 1d, 1, 2d, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 1d, 1, 2, 1d10, 1, 1d10, 2d10, 9d10, 9d10, 5d10, 2d10, 2d10, 3d10, 8d, 1d10, 2, 2, 1d10, 1d10. 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 1, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 7d10, 8, 1d10, 8d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 9d10, 7d10, 6d10, 2d, 1d10, 8d10, 50, 80, 1, 8, 1d10, 1d10, 7d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1, 4, 5, 7d10, 1d10, menu prints, cakes, renat, 1d, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2d, 8, 9, 8, 8, 2, 2, 8, 2, 2d, 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 2, 1d, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 1d, 2d10, 2d10, 1d, 2d10, 1, 1d10. Remember, simply press and to return to control empty or auto para direct of para zero chat. 2d, 2d10, 1, 2d, 1d, 2d, 1d10, 8d10, 8d10, 6d10, 5d10, 4d10, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 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 1d, 1, 1d10, 4d10, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 1d10, 100, 1, 2d10, 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 1, 2d, 2d, 1d, 1d, 1, 4d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 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 1d10, 1d, 1, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 1d, 1d, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d, 2d10, 2d10, 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 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 2, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 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 2d10, 4d10, 2d10, 1d10, 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 2d10, 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 7d10, 8d10, 7d10, 9d10, 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 8, 1d10, 1d10, 8d10, 6d10, 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 1d10, 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 7d10, 7d10, 5d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d, 1d, 2d10, 1d10, 8d10, 2d10, 2d10, 9d10, 2d10, 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 8d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 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 4d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d, 2d10, 1d, 2d10, 1d, 8d10, 8d10, 7d10, 5d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 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 2d10, 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 1d, 2d10, 2d10, 106, 2, 8, 6, 6d10, 5, 6d, 6d, 4d10, 1d10, 1d10, 8d10, 3d10, 1d10, 3d10, 4d10, 5, 1d10. Complete impression et return to control assembly or auto para direct or para bureau chat. 1d10, 9, 7d10, 7d10, 7d, 6, 8, 7, 4d10, 2d10, 2d10, 5d10, 5d, 3, 3d10, 2d10, 2d10, 3d10, 5d10, 3d10, 5, 2d, 2d10, 2d, 1d10, 8, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1d10, 82d 183, 83d 183, 1d10, 3, 4d10, 4, 4d10, 1, 1, 4d10, 4d, 4d10, 1, 3, 2d10, 1, 1d10, 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 1, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 1, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 2d10, 2d10, 6d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 2d10, 4, 8d10, 2d10, 1d, 3d10, 4d10, 1d10, 1d, 2, 1d10, 1d10, 1, 2d, 2d10, 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 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1, 2d10, 1, 2d10, 1, 2d10, 2d10, 2, 2d10, 1, 2, 1, 1d10, 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 1, 2d10, 2d10, 4, 2, 1d10, 2, 2d10, 8d10, 1d10, 1d10, 1, 1, 2d, 1d, 1d10, 1, 2d10, 5d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1, 1, 9, 9d10, 8d10, 3, 9, 8d10, 4d10, 3d10, 1, 2d10, 1, 2d10, 1, 1, 1, 2d10, 2d10, 1, 2d10, 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 1d10, 4, 6, 7d, 4d, 2d, 1, 9, 8, 9, 9, 1, 6d, 8, 7, 3d, 2d10, 3d10, 1d, 8d, 8d10, 3d10, 2d10, 9, 8d, 8d10, 7d10, 6, 7, 7, 3, 3, 4d10, 2d10, 9, 8d10, 3d10, 3d10, 1d, 1d10, 8d10, 2d10, 9d10, 8d10, 1d10, 5d10, 5d10, 8, 4d10, 4d, 9d10, 2d, 7d10, 2d10, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 8d, 3, 2d, 2d10, 2, 9d10, 4d, 4d10, 2d10, 2, 1d10, 2d, 1d10, 1, 7d10, 8d, 6, 6, 6d, 4d, 2d10, 1d10, 1d10, 7d10, 5d10, 3d, 2d, 1d10, 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 2d10, 2d10, 2d, 1d10, 2d10, 1d10, 5d10, 6d,